Hello everyone, welcome to Mastery. It's Rosario's Academy. Now in this session we're going to discuss about another adjustment called provision for discount on debtors. Why we should make a provision for discount on debtors? What is the role of discount? Let's have a clear idea about discount allowed. Normally, as far as supplier is concerned, when he is making the credit sales to the customers, in order to have the prompt payment, that is on or before the due date, in order to collect the payment, in order to make the prompt payment, in order to enhance in order to stimulate the customer to make the payment on time, normally suppliers are giving the cash discount facility to the sundry debtors. Because when they are making the payment, if they are making the payment on or before the due date, then they can get some discount. So they need not to make the whole value, rather they can get the discount. By deducting that discount, they can pay the remaining value. So they would come forward to make the payment on time, and also they won't prolong the payment also. So in order to collect the money, this is the trick. That's why discounts are given or discounts are allowed. That we have already discussed, that discount allowed is a nominal account in nature, so it's a loss for us, isn't it? So debit all expenses and losses. Discount allowed is a losses, because we are not going to collect the entire value, entire bill value. So out of that we are giving some discount and we are collecting the remaining value from the sundry debtors. So discount allowed is quite normal for the credit transactions. We are allowing the discount to our sundry debtors. In the same way, we are also allowed the discount by our suppliers, that is sundry creditors, isn't it? So that time some discount received is an indirect income for us. So that's why it is shown on the credit side of the P&L. We are clear about it. Okay, let's discuss about provision on discount on debtors. Why we should make a provision? We know that how to adjust the bad debts, old bad debts, and the write-off bad debts, and the provision for bad and doubtful debts. So after making the provision for bad and doubtful debts, the remaining debt is termed as good debts, isn't it? Good debtors, because that value we're gonna receive surely by the next financial year, isn't it? So after that we are making some provision for the discount on such debtors, that is the new adjusted debtors. The reason why is we are not going to get the money as it is, rather we may provide some discount. We want to provide some discount in order to collect the money as early as possible. So for that sake, we are making a provision. We are making the provision on that debtor. This provision is termed as provision for discount on debtors. So that has to be done after adjusting the provision for bad and doubtful debts. Okay, this is also a kind of loss for us, so it is adjusted with our profit and it is shown on the debit side of the P&L. Here the discount allowed is added with the provision for discount on debtors. Okay, so here also we have two different scenarios. If suppose we are having a provision on discount on debtors at the trial balance, and also we are given some adjustments, provision on discount on debtors, then what we have to do is we should compare. If the existing provision is higher than the newly required adjustment provision, then we have to make the treatment on the credit side of the P&L, same as, because we are reducing to the required level, isn't it? So same as provision for bad and doubtful debts, here the provision on discount on debtors also is treated as a loss for us. So since we are reducing the value from the existing trial balance ledger account, it's a gain for us, so we are showing on the credit side of the P&L. Instead of that, if the new adjusted provision on discount on debtors, that is after adding the discount allowed and new provision for discount on debtors value is higher than the existing provision on discount on debtors, then obviously we should show the balance at the debit side of the P&L. I hope you remember, because I don't want to give again and again the same example explanation. Okay, it's very similar to the provision for bad and doubtful debts. There, if the existing provision, if the trial balance provision is higher, then that calculation is done on the credit side of the P&L. In the same way, here also, if the provision on discount on debtors value is higher than the newly required value, automatically all that operation should be done on the credit side of the P&L. Otherwise, if the trial balance value is lesser than the required value, the remaining value should be shown on the debit side for the P&L, same as the bad debts calculation. So here let us get it clear with an example. Okay, so on trial balance we have sundry debtors of 50,000. Okay, then discount allowed of rupees 1,000, imagine. Then on adjustment we have been given provide 1% discount on debtors. Provide 1% discount on debtors. This is what the problem that we have been given. Okay, let's start the profit and loss account treatment. Make a T form. This is debtor, this is creditor, profit and loss account. Okay, so same as far as provision for bad and doubtful debt is concerned, we are adding the existing bad debts and the new write-off bad debts with the provision for bad and doubtful debts, isn't it? In the same way here, discount allowed is getting added. Okay, let us start with 2 discount allowed, which is given on the trial balance. Discount allowed account. Put it in the inner column. How much? It is 1,000. Okay, then add adjustment. Provide 1% discount on debtors. Let us calculate how much 1% comes. 50,000 into 1 by 100. You can cancel. So 1 into 500 is equal to 500. So this is what the value of discount on debtors, 500, isn't it? So add provision for discount on debtors at 1%. How much? 500. You can add and you can put it in the outer column, 1,500. Because it is same nature, it is similar nature. Discount allowed given for the debtors in order to make the prompt payment. Here also we are making the provision. So that's why we are adding together and we are showing on the debit side of the P&L. Then the balance sheet treatment is going to be the same. What would be the balance sheet treatment on asset side? So asset side we have to write sundry debtors. Sundry debtors. How much? 50,000 less provision for discount on debtors, because we are making the provision for the discount allowed. Okay, discount on debtors. Because why we are subtracting? We are not going to get the same value, 50,000, because we have an idea to make a provision. We have an idea to make the discount. The reason why we are giving the discount in order to collect the money as early as possible, isn't it? So we thought to give some discount. So for that purpose, we are making a provision. The provision also is calculated as a percentage based on the previous experience. So how much discount can be allowed, how much discount can be given in order to collect the money, how the people are getting, how the debtors are getting attracted. So in order to attract them and in order to make them to come forward to make the prompt payment on or before the due date, we are making the discounts. So it is all based on the previous experience. So it may be a 1% or 2% or 3% like that. So here we are having 1%. Okay. So 3% a lot, it's too high. Okay. So it's gonna be a big loss. So that should not be a big loss. Normally 1%, 1.5% like that it is calculated. It is fixed based on the previous experience with the debtors. Okay, so here we are subtracting so the final value would be 49,500. So this is what the exact debt that we're gonna get. I hope you get it. Suppose instead of that, if you are having provision on the trial balance also, what would be the treatment? So only thing is we should compare again, same as the provision for bad debts. Okay, same story. We have to compare the adjusted provision, that is required provision, with the existing provision. If the existing provision is higher than the required provision, then it should be shown on the credit side. Otherwise, if this value is higher, this value means we should not calculate this value alone. We have to add the discount allowed. So discount allowed should be added with the new provision, that is required provision for discount on debtor. So if such value is higher than the existing trial balance value, then it can be shown on the debit side. Otherwise, it should be shown on the credit side. That is, we have to subtract the total summation value from the existing trial balance provision for discount on debtors, which is there in the trial balance. Okay, I hope you get it. Otherwise, the treatment is going to be the same as far as the balance sheet is concerned, because we are dealing with the new provisions only. We are subtracting the new provision only from the sundry debtors after subtracting the bad debts and provision for bad and doubtful debts, which means that we are making the calculation, we are making the provision for the good debts on the good debts. If we are having a good debts only, we are able to collect the payment. So by giving some discount, we have a plan to collect the payment. So if we fail to subtract the bad debts and provision for bad and doubtful debts and all, we cannot say that it is a good debts. So after subtracting all these elements, that is bad debts and provision for bad and doubtful debts, then only the debtors would become a good debtor. So out of that good debtor value only we can make the provision for the discount on debtors, because we are having a plan to collect the money by giving the discount. So that's why we are making some provision. So it's a business loss. That's why it is calculated on the profit and loss account against the profit. Okay. So I hope you get it. உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்கும் நம்புறேன். ஸோ டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் டேட்டாஸ், அதே மாதிரி டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் கிரெடிட்டாஸும் நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், சண்டே கிரெடிட்டாஸ் மேலே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுவோம், கால்குலேட் பண்ணுவோம். அந்த டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் கிரெடிட்டாஸ் நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு கெயின் மாதிரி. இங்கே எப்படி டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் டேட்டாஸ் நமக்கு லாஸோ, அது வந்து டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் கிரெடிட்டாஸ் நமக்கு ஒரு கெயின். அது டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ரிசீவோட நம்ம மிங்கிள் பண்ணி காட்டுவோம். அதுலேயும் இந்த ப்ரீவியஸ் அண்ட் கரண்ட் அட்ஜஸ்ட்மெண்ட்டை நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணி அதுக்கேற்ற மாதிரி ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் கொடுப்போம். பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்டில் அது வந்து லைபிலிட்டி சைட் சண்டே கிரெடிட்டாஸ்ல இருந்து அந்த டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ப்ரொவிஷன் ஃபார் டிஸ்கவுண்ட் ஆன் கிரெடிட்டாஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ உங்களுக்கு இது புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நம்புறேன். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் வாட்சிங். ஏதாவது டவுட்ஸ் இருந்துச்சுன்னா நீங்கள் கமெண்ட்டில் போடுங்க, நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணுவோம் வித் an example. Thank you so much for watching.